Hi, welcome to Caricature 102. I want to talk about a certain principle today that's on my mind. I want to give you some of the knowledge that I have, and I don't know everything, but here's some thoughts that I have that I think can help with likeness and humor and exaggeration and everything. And it's the idea of shape allegory. Shape allegory. And this is Caricature 102, so we always think of it how it relates to Caricature 101. So the way shape allegory is addressed in most Caricature 101s is as an afterthought, as a kind of a bonus. So they'll say, what's the guy's name? Is it Hanok Piven? I think that might be the guy's name. But he's well known for this, but I like him a lot. But so if someone's knows, an example of shape allegory and the way it's often used is, let's say someone's nose is a little bit shaped like a light bulb. It has sort of a similar shape to a light bulb. And then, so Caricature 101s will often say, well, you can just draw a light bulb in place of the nose. And that really sums up an easy way to understand shape allegory. And this stuff I'm drawing over here on the right has nothing to do with it. I'm just sort of sketching nervously. But shape allegory is very, very key in caricatures, more than I think caricature artists will all come to a point where they understand the importance of it. But as a beginner, you see it just kind of like as a gag. Or a fun thing that you can put in your caricature. Or some whatever. But it's interesting to me in how it relates to a question that you sometimes hear, which is, can you exaggerate too far? Can you push it too far? And then Caricature 101s will often say, you can push it so far, but don't push it too far to where you lose the likeness. However, at that point, if that occurs, is from a logical standpoint, then you weren't pushing the exaggeration too far, because exaggeration is necessarily to push the truth. But let me show you how it relates to shape allegory. Okay, this is let's see, here we have a face, okay? And just let's assume the guy has a big nose, okay? So then we make the nose big. Maybe we make it, maybe we make it this big. Okay, there's my exaggeration. And then you're like, oh, let's take it to the next level, okay? Oh, let's take it to the next level. How far can we push it? How far can we push it? Okay? So let's just say, we're pushing it crazy far, okay? Here, I'm going to give myself some room, so let's do it over here. Okay. And this can be seen as a archetype of something, of the exaggeration process, but really this sort of emphasizing can apply to any aspect that you perceive in the subject being drawn. Okay, but so now, did we push it too far? Of course, that that depends on what the subject looks like, right? And so this is where shape allegory comes in. One way to look at it is pushing the nose out however far you push it out. The purpose of that is to strengthen, for example, okay, imagine this is the shape in question, okay? And you see a person who has all the, and where, most people don't look ridiculous, right? But the person has some characteristics, okay? And deep down in our subconscious, we all relate this person. We all relate this person's face. We all see this person's face, and we remember this person's face, and we save it in our memory bank, according with this shape. Okay, this particular shape. Like this is the shape that sits deep in our subconscious. Kind of a lopsided cross. It sits deep in our subconscious. And when we see this person, their features point us to this connection between this shape. Okay? So this particular shape, this is a hypothetical type of situation, but I hope you can kind of follow along. But this shape, let's say this shape is the right answer. Let's say this shape is the ultimate, like, oh, you got it, you nailed it. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. That's what we were all thinking that we couldn't put our finger on. But that's it, That's kind of what the caricature artist is shooting toward, okay? Like that kind of, it was on the tip of everybody's tongue, and then there you got that truth and that humor all balled up into one big old ball. Okay, this is that shape, that connection that can be made, okay? So this is the key thing, right? Now, part of getting to that, you might be able to go to that right away, right? You might be able to be like, he's got that. He looks like a blank. He looks like a whatever, the particular shape. But I think it does. Okay, we'll get back to that. But on the way to that point is noticing, hey, something's unusual about him. Oh, his nose is unusually long. Okay? So you're stretching it out. And that's a true statement. It's not the truest ultimate statement because that's it. This is it right here. This is a shape allegory. Okay? But this right here is on the right track. Okay? And then you're also noticing, hey, you know what? His ear kind of goes up. All right? And then so the question is that question that comes up again, how far is too far to exaggerate? Well, as far as his nose is concerned, in this particular hypothetical situation, it's too far when it what's the word I'm looking for? Undermines. When it undermines the shape, but it's too far. Because the reason it would be too far is because it would push it away from this statement right here. Which is a deeper, truer statement. This particular shape allegory. And this is just one sort of example. And also don't take it to mean that if somebody's face looks like this to you, then this is the right answer. Because it's the concept. I'm trying to get the concept across. Across, no pun intended. So then, the deeper picture of exaggeration would be, let's say you know this is the goal. You see this, okay? You have this idea that you want to get across. Then how much can you emphasize that? And what is like if this is the ultimate goal, like this shape that I've already drawn, then you can't get any closer than you can to this, because that's already what we've laid out as the objective. So whatever I've just drawn here, that's necessarily the end goal. But in reality, it's in your head. In reality, it's the shape that resonates with you for the particular face, and as far as expressing that particular shape, there's no limit. There's no limit to how far you can push. Well, I guess the simple way to say is there's no limit to how far you can go in emphasizing something that's true, something that you feel is true in your caricature. So I hope that idea makes some sense. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Caricature 102. Bye-bye.